friends, welcome to my channel 5 Minutes History. In this video, let's explore how ancient Persia, the land of Zoroastrians, came to be known as Iran, the largest Shia Muslim majority country in the world. The region that is now called Iran has been known by many different names and has had varying boundaries over the past 5000 years. Iran is one of the world's oldest civilizations, beginning with the native Elamites in the 4th century BC. During the second half of the second millennium BC, the two groups of semi-nomadic people who were culturally and linguistically related and called themselves Aryans or nobles migrated from the Eurasian steppes down into the Middle East, the Iranian plateau, and northwestern part of the Indian subcontinent. One group settled in Anatolia and India and were called Indo-Aryans. The other group settled in Greater Iran and came to be known as Iranian people. Later, various groups emerged from them, such as Medians, Persians, and Parthians. The region was first unified by the Medians in the 7th century BC and reached its territorial height in the 6th century BC when Cyrus the Great founded the Achaemenid Empire, one of the largest empires in antiquity. While the inhabitants of this region called their country Iran, meaning the land of Aryans, since at least 1000 BC, to the outside world it was known as Persia, mainly due to the writings of the Greek historians. The Greeks refer to the region of Pars or Fars, to which Cyrus the Great belonged, as Persis, or the land ruled by Cyrus. The term Persis is stemmed from the Old Persian word Parsa, the name of the tribe to which Cyrus belonged. Due to the province's historical importance, Westerners started to refer the entire country as Persia. The first Persian Empire, founded by Cyrus the Great around 550 BC, became one of the largest empires in history, stretching from Europe's Balkan Peninsula in the west to India's Indus Valley in the east. This Iron Age dynasty, sometimes called the Achaemenid Empire, was a global hub of culture, religion, science, art, and technology for more than 200 years. However, due to massive spending on military campaigns, empire entered a period of decline and finally fell before the invading armies of Alexander the Great of Macedonia in 330 BC. After a century of the Hellenic rule, region was again conquered by a native dynasty called Parthians. The Parthian Empire reshaped Iranian history by blending Eastern and Western cultures and providing a thriving economy, thanks to its strategic location and control of the trade routes. In 224 CE, Ardashir I from Pars or Fars overthrew the Parthians and laid the foundation of the second Persian dynasty called the Sasanian dynasty. The Sassanids re-established Persians as the major power in late antiquity alongside the Roman Empire. The period of Sasanian rule was a high point in Iranian civilization, characterized by a complex and centralized government, and revitalized Zoroastrianism as the official religion. The empire's cultural influence extended far beyond its territorial borders, including Western Europe, Africa, China, and India, and helped shape European and Asian medieval art. Ardashir called himself Shahinshah and began conquering the land that he called Iran. During the reign of his successors Shapur I and later Khusro I, Sassanid Empire reached its zenith. Persians were the first people to establish regular routes of communications between three continents, Africa, Asia, and Europe. They built many new roads and developed the world's first postal service. The ancient Persian capital city of Persepolis, situated in southern Iran, ranks among the world's greatest archaeological sites. The Achaemenian palaces of Persepolis are famous for their ornamental facades and rock relief carvings for which the ancient Persians were famous. Throughout history, Persian language was considered prestigious by various empires centered in West Asia, Central Asia, and South Asia. During later times, it was used officially as a language of bureaucracy, even by non-native speakers such as Ottomans in Anatolia, the Mughals in South Asia, and Pashtuns in Afghanistan. Some of the world's most famous pieces of literature from Middle Ages, such as Shahnameh by Firdausi, the works of Rumi, the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam, are all written in Persian. The ancient Iranians, being a branch of Indo-Aryans, followed similar religious practices as was followed by the Vedic Aryans in India. They worshipped a large number of deities that personified natural phenomena, social norms, or institutions. There were two major groups of deities in Avesta, the Devas and Ahuras, just like Devas and Asuras in Rig Veda, except that Ahuras in Iranian Avesta were not demons but noble sovereign deities. The supreme deity was Ahura Mazda, the creator of the universe. Like Vedic Aryans, ancient Iranians too performed fire sacrifices called yasna, in which deities were praised and mind-altering drug, hauma, was consumed. By 10th century BC, the ancient Iranian religion was gradually displaced by Zoroastrianism, one of the world's oldest organized religions. It was founded by Prophet Zoroaster, also called Zarathustra in Avestan. Ahura Mazda became the principal deity, and the Devas were relegated to the background. Atar or fire, together with Aban or water, were the agents of ritual purity and most important aspects of the religion. But this Persian glory didn't last long. In 7th century, while Arabia was experiencing the rise of Islam, Persia was struggling with unprecedented levels of political, social, economic, and military weaknesses. In 628 AD, Persia plunged into a large-scale civil war in which several Iranian nobles mutinied against their Sasanian overlords. Taking advantage of the situation, the Muslims under Rashidun Caliph Umar ibn al-Khattab invaded the country in 633 AD, and by 651 AD, Arab conquest of Persia was complete. This led to the fall of the Sasanian Empire and the eventual decline of Zoroastrianism, which had been predominant throughout Persia as the nation's official religion. Arabs then enforced Islam on the conquered territory, and for next 300 years, Islamization of Iran took place. Though Iranian people gradually accepted Islam, they maintained pre-Islamic Persian traditions, including their language and culture, and adopted them with Islamic codes. Iran suffered particularly hard during the late Middle Ages and the early modern period, during which many Central Asian tribes invaded and ruled the country. Iran was reunified as an independent state in 1501 by the native Safavid dynasty, which restored Iran as the regional power and set Shia Islam as the empire's official religion, marking one of the most important turning points in the history of Islam. In the early 1920s, the British and Soviet activities in the country had crippled the country's economy, as they were trying to take advantage of Iran's recent oil discovery. The crippled economy gave Iranians a bad image in the eyes of the other countries. So when Reza Shah Pahlavi overthrew the Khazar dynasty in 1925, he decided to restore Iran's old glory. He embarked on several projects to boost the economy and image of the country. As part of his strategy, he issued a memorandum to all countries in 1935 to call the country Iran. His idea relied on a glorification of utopian past, the land of Aryans, in order to gain legitimacy and a sense of superiority. Initially, many nations did not recognize the name Iran, as it sounded foreign to them and they thought it was a new country. Some even confused Iran with their neighbor Iraq. Changing the name from Persia to Iran also caused confusion within the country. Some Iranians preferred the exonym Persia because it had connotations with a glorious past. The Persian Empire was vast and complex, a melting pot of religion, cultures, and civilizations, heritage in which people can find pride. The name Iran, on the other hand, was tied to the nation's turbulent 20th century history. In 1959, the nation established a commission that recommended to go back to using exonym Persia instead of Iran, but the enforcement was never successful. The name Iran refers to all citizens, whether of Persian, Kurdish, Azeri, or Lur ancestry, but Persia refers only to the descendants of Persians. In 1979, Iranians grew dissatisfied with the government of Mohammad Reza Pahlavi. This set into motion a chain of events that resulted in an Islamic theocratic state, and cleric Ayatollah Khamenei became the leader of the country. Upon resumption of power, Khomeini officially changed the country's name to Islamic Republic of Iran. Today, Iran is used predominantly in reference to the nation state, while long standing cultural exports such as food, art, and literature are often referred to as Persian because of their historic connotations with the region.